भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। नमस्कार my dear friends, this is video number 18 on Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba's Divine Discourses for the sadhakas and students pursuing their sadhana for self-realization leading to liberation. This video starts with discourse number 30, topic inner significance of festivals. Bharatiya festivals and holy days are designed to reveal the greatness and integrity of Indian culture. Failing to recognize the inner significance and power of this immemorial culture, the nation has drifted into purposeless existence. All these festivals have a profound meaning and purpose, but no earnest effort is made to understand their inner meaning and deeper objectives. These holidays and festivals are intended to celebrate the birthdays of avatars and saints, to mark the destruction of evil and wicked forces. The ancients observed these occasions to honor the memory of the great souls and to remember how the demoniac forces were vanquished. The advent of Sri Rama, the embodiment of Dharma, occurred on the Shuddha Navami in the Chaitra month. That day is observed as the sacred birthday of Rama. The Bahula Ashtami in the month of Shravana is observed as the sacred day on which Sri Krishna made his advent for establishment of Dharma and propagating Dharma as the Gitacharya, the teacher of the Bhagavad Gita. Festival mark the destruction of demonic forces. The Navratri festival, Shivratri and Sankranti festivals dedicated to Sun God are observed as memorable days marking the destruction of demonic forces by the divine. Vijayadashmi is the day when the evil-minded Ravana, who was well versed in all the sciences and was very powerful, was destroyed. The Suddha Padayami in the Asyuja month was the day in which the combined powers of the three goddesses Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati, Ichha Shakti, Shakti Kriya, Sakhi and Jnana Shakti put an end to the evil forces represented by Mahishasura, the buffalo-headed demon. Vijayadashmi is also the day when the Asura king Ramana was destroyed and Sri Rama was crowned at Ayodhya. It is the day on which the great emperor Vikramaditya ascended his bejeweled throne acquired as a boon. It is also the anniversary of the passing of the founder of Jainism, Mahavira. Bharatiyas have been observing in this manner the birthdays of the avatars and days marking the destruction of the wicked. When Sri Krishna installed a king in Mathura after destroying the wicked, evil-minded Kansa, Narkasura invaded the city several times. When the residents of the city were apprehensive about their safety and security, Krishna founded a city at Dwarka to provide a place of refuge for them. The city in which the demon Narkasura had his capital was known as Prajyajotishapuram. The name consists of four syllables: Prag, Jyoti, Sha, and Puram. Prag means former, Jyoti means light, Sha means forgetting, and Puram means the body. Together, the term refers to the heart. The inner meaning of the term is that the man in his body is forgetting the light, the Atam Jyoti in him. Nara has various meanings. One is Atma. Another meaning is that which is not permanent. As Nara, man has forgotten his true spiritual state. When bad qualifies enter the city of Nara, man becomes Narkasura, a demonic being. The term Narkasura also means one who carries people to Narka, hell. Meaning of Narka Chaturdasi. The life story of Narkasura reveals the magnitude of his wickedness. His entire realm was plunged in darkness. No lights burn in the homes or in streets. No woman could be seen anywhere in the open. He imprisoned thousands of princesses and tortured innumerable women. Unable to bear these indignities, the woman appealed to Krishna for succor. As Narkasura had inflicted sufferings on women, he had to be punished by a woman. For this reason, Krishna took Satyabhama with him, Satyabhama with him, and destroyed him in battle. Vijayadashmi celebrates the victory of Krishna over Narkasura. It is also known as Narka Chaturdasi. The following day is Amavasya, new moon day. Krishna freed from prison 16,000 women and asked them to go back to their respective homes. But all the Gopikas fell at Krishna's feet and pleaded that it would not be possible for them to live in dignity in their old homes after having been prisoners of Narkasura, and they would prefer to end their lives at his feet rather than to go back. You are the protector of the universe. Can't you protect us? They pleaded. Krishna agreed to protect them because of the pledge he gave to them that he would bear the responsibility for protecting them. He was called their Bharta, supporter. This has been wrongly interpreted as meaning that he was their husband. It is a libel on Krishna to say that he married 16,000 Gopikas. Why the lamps are lit on Deepavali day? The Amavasya day is the day of liberation for the Gopikas. It is a moonless day when the night is utterly dark. The Gopikas prayed that as on that day they had got the light of freedom, it should be marked by illuminations which would make everyone rejoice as on a full moon night. It is for this reason that the day, which is a new moon day, is illuminated by lamps and fireworks and turned into full moon night. There is a scientific reason also for this celebration. With the end of the rainy season, water stagnates in many places and the surrounding areas teem with mosquitoes and other insects. The smoke from the crackers and fireworks destroy these insects and disinfects the atmosphere. The inner meaning underlying the Bharatiya festivals should be rightly understood. Note, for instance, the fact that the whole array of lamps are lit by the light from one lamp. That one lamp symbolizes the supreme effulgent Lord. The others symbolize the light in individual selves. The truth of the Vedic saying, the one willed to become the many, is exemplified by the lighting of lamps by the flame of one. The Deepavali festival thus bears out the profoundest spiritual truth. The lamp points to another significant fact. Wherever it may be placed, the flame goes upwards only and never moves down. Likewise, the flame of jnana, spiritual wisdom, leads one to a sublime level through the path of righteousness. Four elements required to light the inner lamp. If you want to light a lamp, you need four things. First, container, second, oil, third, a wick, and fourth, a matchbox. If any one of these is lacking, you can't light the lamp. This lamp can, however, remove only the outside darkness. How is the darkness in the heart to be removed? It can be removed only by Jnana Jyoti, the light of wisdom, and by nothing else. How is the light of wisdom, this spiritual light, to be lit? This also needs four elements. Vairagya detachment is the container, bhakti devotion is the oil, ekagrata one pointed concentration is the wick, jnana knowledge of the supreme truth is matchstick. Without all the four, the light of spiritual wisdom cannot be got. Of the four, the primary requisite is the spirit of vairagya, renunciation. Without this detachment, all knowledge of scriptures is of no avail. What is this detachment? It is the absence of attachment to the body. The ego feeling, which makes one think of the I all the time, should be given up. The sense of mamakara, possessiveness, and the ego feelings are the causes of raga, attachment. How is the disease of attachment to be eradicated? By the process of self-enquiry. When you realize the impermanence of the body and all the sensory experiences, you acquire the sense of vairagya, detachment. It only means you should discharge your duties, treating the body as a God-given instrument for this purpose. Propkara artham idam sariram. This body is for the purpose of helping others. It should not be used solely for selfish ends. Deepavali has to be observed as a day for getting rid of all the bad qualities in us, symbolized by the demon Narkasura. The Gopikas who were freed on that day represent the imprisoned good qualities in us. They should be manifested effulgently. This is the inner significance of the festival. As long as the demonic qualities remain in man, he will be immersed in darkness. Bad qualities and thoughts have to be got rid of altogether. I desire that our festivals and the holy days should be observed in the fight spirit with an understanding of their inner significance. The destruction of the Narkasura symbolizes the destruction of evil and the restoration of what is good. This discourse was given on in the Prashanti Mandir 9th November 1988. Discourse number 31, and the topic is the spirit of service. Social service does not mean merely going out into the streets and cleaning them. Whatever work you are engaged in, whatever duties you have to perform as an official or an employee, to do your duties efficiently and with diligence and devotion is also seva, social service. Those in authority who discharge their functions well enough to justify the salary they receive are rendering real service. But such persons are rare. Employees hesitate for more wages but do not render commensurate service to justify the income they receive. Disinterested service will ennoble man and raise his stature. It endows men with the intelligence and the skills required to refine human nature. Doing one's duty diligently is not enough. Men have to cultivate other qualities like love, sympathy, fairness, compassion, and forgiveness. Only when one has these qualities will be able to render dedicated service. It is the sense of dualism of mine and thine, which accounts for all the joys and sorrows, likes and dislikes experienced by man. This dualism is rooted in selfishness, which makes one think that as long as he is all fight, it does not matter what happens to the world. Such a self centered person who regards his body, his wealth, and his family as all that matter to him looks upon truth as untruth and the false as true. To get rid of this deep seated malaise, men have to engage themselves in service. They have to realize that the body has been given not to serve one's own interest but to serve others. Service is an expression of gratitude to society. Service should not be done in a spirit of condescension or to achieve some ulterior selfish objective. Not recognizing the sacredness and purifying power of service, people hesitate to embark on social service. It should not be imagined that one is promoting the well being of the nation by one's service. One should realize that he is bettering himself by rendering service. Service should proceed from an awareness of what one owes to society. One's name and fame, all the comforts one enjoys are derived from society. One finds fulfillment in society. That being the case, if one does not serve society, whom else can he serve? Sheer gratitude demands that one should serve society, which is the source of all benefits enjoyed by man. Men without gratitude are worse than wild animals. What are required for service are not money and materials. A loving heart is the first requisite. All service done without a love-filled heart is as dry as dust. Fill your hearts with love. When you are filled with conceit, everything looks out of shape. When you are immersed in the Spirit, everything looks good and beautiful. Forgetting this higher destiny of man, people are ceasing to be human. The money obsession. Men are engaged today in the all absorbing occupation of acquiring money, more money. They are obsessed with the feeling that through money alone they can get all they want. This obsession is the root cause of the crisis facing mankind. Although money is needed for certain purposes, it is not the main source of security and happiness for man. Man should learn to lead good lives with modest incomes. Ostentation and pride are the enemies of spiritual progress. Tyaga, the spirit of sacrifice, is essential for rendering dedicated service. Pride is the first evil trait that has to be renounced. Getting rid of bad qualities is real sacrifice. It is also yoga, spiritual communion. This is the message of Bharatiya culture. As this is not being properly conveyed to the people, they tend to go astray and take to wrong paths. They do not realize that to whomsoever they may be doing service, they are indeed serving the divine in various human forms. Those who serve have to cherish this sublime and sacred feeling. They must strive to see God in everyone, embodiments of the divine spirit. You must realize that your service activities are done for the sake of your own spiritual purification and uplift and have nothing to do with Swami. All actions should be done with a view to purifying the mind and removing all the dross from it. This is Swami's teaching. It is wrong to think that through actions alone you can attain liberation or redeem your lives. Actions have to be done only for the purification of the chitta will. Without purity of will, life cannot be spiritualized. Human birth is the result of karma, action. Right action leads to dharma, righteousness. Though dharma, the divine, has to be realized, birth, action, righteousness, dharma are interrelated in this manner. Duties and service. To plead that one has no time for service activities because of official duties or other preoccupations is an utterly lame excuse. Even in your official work, you can render service. There is no need to go to bazaars for street cleaning. That is not the only means of serving the public. Whatever your official duties, whatever your profession or occupation, if you discharge your duties properly and efficiently, that is also social service. The right attitude for officials in authority towards service should be to ask themselves whether the services they render are commensurate with the salaries they receive. Seldom do we see persons in employment, whether they are workers or officers, doing the amount of work that would justify the salaries they get. They all want more remuneration but are not prepared to work more. They should realize that this kind of an attitude is a betrayal of the nation. Those whose money they receiving as wages. It is the public money. To fail in the discharge of one's duty to the public is a grievous disservice. If a teacher imparts education on the fight white lines, he is rendering real national service. Likewise, if a merchant conducts his business on the basis of earning not more than what is needed to meet his reasonable needs, he will be rendering public service. When this attitude prevails, there is no need to claim that one is engaged in service. He should be content to abide by the dictates of his conscience. Set an example to service organizations. What will please Swami is the proper performance of one's duties. This constitutes seva, dedicated service. Avail yourself of every possible occasion to render service to the society. It need not be limited to individuals. It is important to do national service. You need not seek to know what kinds of service should be done. Whenever you find that you can render help to anyone in need, offer it. Do make distinctions between rich or poor or the deserving and the undeserving. Offer service according to the needs of the situation. Today, the needs of the poor in the rural areas are quite great. In this situation, you must go out into villages, organize service activities, and encourage the rural population to participate in them. The village folk should be told the importance of health and hygiene and how to keep their homes and villages clean and healthy. The Sai service, the Sai Seva organizations have to set an example to the service organizations all over the world. There is no place in them for differences in caste, creed, or community. Character is greater than caste. All your activities should be based on love and sacrifice. Speak the truth, act righteously. The, these Upanishadic injunctions sustained Bharat's way of life for centuries. When people live up to them with sincerity and zeal, Bharat will once again stand out as an example to the world. Discourse in the Purna Chandra Auditorium, 21 November 1988. India is the land where the dichotomy of that and this, of creator and creation, of energy and matter was resolved in one great unity by both theory and practice. In philosophical schools and in hermitages, the tree of life with its countless branches proliferating into thoughts, words and deeds, attitudes, tendencies and impulses is known by great sages in India to have its roots in heaven. So every rule and ritual was made sacred and holy, suffused with purity, humility and love. So I end this video here. Please like, comment and share the video and subscribe the channel. Thanks a lot. Namaskar my dear friends. Next video number 19 will start with discourse number 32. Topic: make others happy. Thank you.